Buying land and you are given an indenture is different from buying land and you are given a sublease. These are two different things, but they look similar. My name is Imoru Sadat. If this is your first time, kindly subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to press the bell button so that you get notified whenever we post any videos. If you want to buy land in Ghana, you want to buy a house in Ghana, check the description of the video. We have a playlist of our properties that we have for sale. If you also want to book us to help you do due diligence, or you want to book me to make a video of a specific landmark to a property you actually want to buy, you want to see the road, I can make a video to show you everything so that you get certain. If you also want to book me for consultation, I'm available as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important you understand that there's a difference between buying a land and you are given an indenture, which serves as an agreement, and buying a land and you are given a sublease, which also serves as an agreement. They are two different things. Usually, buying a land and you are given an indenture, it usually happens in the Ghanaian settings between an original owner, which it could be a stool land or a family land, selling a portion of land to you. That person gives you an indenture. That's how we usually term it here, indenture. So the original owner gives you, the one buying, an indenture to serve as an agreement between both of you. Now, what do we mean by sublease? A sublease is usually an agreement that is given from someone who bought it from an original owner to you. So you are not buying directly from the original owner. You are buying it from someone who has bought it from the original owner. So that person will create a separate document and give it to you, which is termed sublease. Who is that middleman? That middleman is usually the real estate companies or individuals who are not willing to give, a full control of the document to you. There is usually, if you are buying a land from an individual, you are buying land from an individual who has bought it from an original owner, whether it be chief or a family head, that person can just release the original document to you. That one is there. You understand? And there is usually a situation where he will not release the original document. When I say original document, it means the indenture he had with the what? He had with the, the original owner, whether it be a stool land owner or a family head. So that indenture, he's supposed to release that indenture to you. You understand? But there is a situation where he will not release those indentures to you. And I'm going to be showing you those situations so that you get to understand when you are buying a land, why you are given a sublease instead of an indenture. This is one thing you need to understand. Number one is, if you are not buying the entire property, you are not buying the entire land, he cannot give you an indenture. He cannot give you his original document with the original owner. Let's say that he bought a 10 acres of land from a chief or from a family head, and you are coming to buy just 1 acre, or you are coming to buy just one plot of land. You expect him to give you the original indenture he had with the owner? No, he will not give it to you. You are not buying fully. If, let's say, he bought an acre, you also come to buy the entire acre from him, he can release the original document he had with the owner and giving it to you, but also informing that original owner that, oh, this is what is going to happen, and if he also agrees, he will release it to you. Do you understand that? He can release the indenture and give it to you. So in that case, you now have an indenture. You can create a separate agreement between you and him. So when that happens, he has released everything to you and his hands are no more tied in the agreement again. Do you understand? So usually a separate new document has to be created. You can go to the original owner, whether it be a stool head or a family head, then he will create a new document between you and him, and you pay for the documentation. So usually when you do that, you can get a longer term instead of what you have between you and the one you bought it from. You can go to the original owner, and then you negotiate with him to increase you. If you maybe it's left to 70 years for this person's agreement to expire, you bought it from him, and you realize that there's an original owner, you can go to the original owner and say, oh, I've bought this land from so and so, it is 70 years on it. I want you to, to increase it to 99 years. So when you speak with him, he can increase it to you. Then he'll make a new indenture between you and him, and then he'll increase that to you, but he will charge you. It will not be for free. Or no, I just want to maintain the 70 years. So if you are maintaining the 70 years, you will not pay him for that. But what you pay him is, you will let him do a new indenture and you pay for the indenture only. That's it. So it depends on how much he intends to charge you. Do you understand? Or no, you don't want to do that. You want to have an agreement between you and the one you bought it from. So that one, he cannot give you any indenture. He can only give you a sublease. Even if he terms it indenture, it's still a sublease. It will be within the time frame and the agreement he had with the original owner. I hope you understand. So the most important reason why the middleman or a person cannot give you an indenture or give you the original document that you had with the owner is because you didn't buy fully. You bought only half. You bought small portion of it. So he can't give you all those documents. No. He has to create a new agreement which we term it as a sublease and give it to you. That way you understand. That's number one. Then number two is if he has an intention of control and development. So usually this happens between estates, real estate companies. The real estate companies have an original agreement with the chiefs or with the family heads. They cannot give you that indenture or that full document, the original document, because number one, you didn't buy fully, or even if you bought fully, the real estate company or that individual is not willing to release the document to you because he has an intention to have a little bit of control over that piece of land. He has an intention, control and development. So let me give you an example of that. Then you understand why they are not doing it. One of the reasons is that, let's say it's a real estate company, they have sold a portion of land to you, maybe an acre or one plot, and then they are selling to other people as well. They cannot give only you that you come and buy a portion, all. Then other people, what document will they give them? They can't do that. So when they give you a sublease, they'll give another person sublease. They'll give all their buyers or their customers sublease. That gives them the opportunity to have some level of control over the land and how development will go around that piece of land. So let me give you an example. Let's say a road. If they want to have roads on the land, they can determine the type of road that is going to be, the measurement of the road, how it will be. If there's electricity, they can determine that. And notwithstanding, they can at least also still charge you people for the development. Let's say you bought a land from them, 50,000 Ghana cedis, but they are charging extra 5,000 Ghana cedis to fix road, to fix electricity poles, and also probably to fix water. You understand? So they have control to determine how much they will charge you, because if the government is not fixing the road, they have to fix the road. So they will know they are not willing to fix the road, so they will transfer some of those costs to you. So in order to have that leverage to be able to do that, to control development, when we talk about road, when we talk about electricity, when we talk about water, in order to have that kind of control, they have to keep the original document with them, and then they give you a sublease, which still means that you are under them, and when they make decisions, it can affect you and they will control the development that's happening. Do you now understand why real estate companies do not give you the original documents? Thank you very much. Number three is if they intend to have long-term financial benefits. Real estate company, after selling lands to you and you are building your land, they are thinking fast. Which way can we still make money from these people? Do you understand? Which way can we keep making recurring income from you? So because they are very fast, they develop a plan that will still give them money even after you buying land from them. So one way is establishing businesses on advantageous or very prestigious locations on the portions of land. So they establish these businesses and they control the type of businesses that occurs. So if a real estate company has 1,000 acres of land, they've sold to individuals, they have some portions that they don't sell out. They are keeping that portion to develop in the near future. So let's say in the near future, they have built a mall. They have built, or currently they have built a block factory. You know some companies, they sell lands and then they have block factory. That block factory they have there, they won't allow anyone to come and do block factory though. It is only them, so that you buy from them, they will still be benefiting. I hope you understand. It's very smartness. Another way is in the near future, when they decide to build malls, they will not let anyone again build any mall anywhere, because they will tell you it is not just a commercial place, residential. Only them, they determine the commercial part, and they are those going to use the commercial part. So they have malls, they have hospitals, they have schools, they have everything is controlled by them, and they keep making money out of you, serving you and making money. I hope you understand. So they are not stealing you, they are not duping you, but they are just being smart. So they will not give you the original document because number one, I didn't buy all the entire portion of land, and number two, they have an intention to make future financial benefits which you may not know. And most companies are very smart when it comes to that. Then number four, right? That's number four. Number one was if you didn't buy full portion of the land, they can't give you. Number two, if they want to have control and development of the land, they have that kind of intention. Number three, if they have an intention of financial benefits. And then the last one, the last most important reason why they cannot give you the original document is that they want to have a comprehensive legal protection and security. These are things that I just sat and I wrote. It's not like I Google. I didn't Google these things, please. I sat down and I look at the how things are going. I've interacted with a lot of companies and I got these ideas. Do you understand? So I didn't Google. They want to have a comprehensive, legal protection and security over the entire portions of land, including your property that you have built. So you have real estate companies, they have sold the lands to you, but they still have a level of control. When it comes to security, they decide how the gate is going to be, what happens before someone will get into the estate. They control that. So at the end of the day, they charge all of you in the estate money to be able to pay the security people, and then they'll be making money out of that for their estate as well. So notwithstanding, they also have security checkpoints or whatever it is. So you can't just bring your dogs inside this thing to become your security or anything. They determine whether that is necessary and that is allowed or not. And then when we talk about the legal aspect, it's a company and they own this big portion of land when they sold it to you. If they're going to allow you people, they're going to allow you people to fight for yourself. Most of you will not be able to fight for yourselves. One, some of you don't have time. Two, some of you do not have the legal capacity to actually, handle some of these issues. And some of you will just get frustrated, psychological issues when you try to fight over land issues. So they, as a real estate company, will take that kind of burden on their shoulders to fight on your behalf, to fight for you. So what happens is that if there's any legal challenge, you, the individual who own properties and you have lands and your houses in that estate, you don't get to suffer it. You don't even feel it because the real estate company will be fighting on your behalf. Do you now understand why the real estate company will not give you an original document? They will only give you a sub-lease. My name is Imoru Sadat. If this is your first time here, kindly subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to press the bell button so that you get notified whenever we post any videos. Don't forget, we have properties that we have for sale here. You can see this one right here. It's a 2-unit of 2-bedroom apartment, semi-detached, that is going for 500,000 Ghana cedis at Lakeside Estate, Community 5. You can always reach me. I have other properties. Check in the description of the video. You get a playlist of our properties. If you want me to make a video of a landmark, maybe you want to buy a house or land somewhere, and you want to see how the road looks like, you want to see how the property looks like in its original form, I am here. I can make a video of a landmark to that location so that you get to see the road. Notwithstanding, you also get to see how it is. I don't do fancy editing. So most of the houses you see online, they do fancy editing and they cover up a lot of things. So me, when I go, I make video of everything. I don't edit it. Then you get to see the original state. I charge you. It's not for free. And if you also want me to help you with due diligence, you want to buy land somewhere, you want to buy a house somewhere, you don't know what the next step to take, I can help you through. It's not free. If you also want me to actually help you, you want to consult me, yeah, you have a question about land or real estate or general business in Ghana, you can just come and ask me, but it's not free. I'll charge you. If you also want me to, you want a real estate company to handle a building project in Ghana, they're available as well. My name is Imoru Sadat. You're welcome to Business Trends Ghana. Bye bye.
Subscribe to BTG to talk business.